Well, fans are always going to complain in life. For me, that stadium, I think it's a positive thing, isn't it? If I'm being honest with you, like,
Of course it is.
It's a positive thing. We were talking about it before, like Old Trafford. Let's be honest, man. Like, bro, it's not the greatest. We're getting laughed at for having a pitch and a facility that ain't up to scratch. So then fans will complain about that, bro. Like, so I don't know, but I do believe there are a lot of things that Ineos will do that fans will complain about, and they have to take on that scrutiny. They have to, but they have to fully, go with the idea. Do you know what I'm trying to say?
I don't necessarily blame the people for complaining, not because they have the right to, or they are in the right to complain. By the way, people complain because that's just how they're programmed, especially in the UK, because they're miserable fucks.
Yeah, 100%. Everybody's
miserable, so they just complain. That's nothing. That doesn't mean that the decision Ineos are making are wrong. A new stadium is what I wanted personally, and I'm happy with that. I think 100,000 seat stadium only goes back and employs 200-300 more people that he had to let go this year. He's going to end up bringing in more jobs and hopefully, all of that stuff, which is great. So let's see how the stadium and all of that comes out. But I just feel like a bit of weird one, because they said this Project 21 by 2028, but a new stadium by 2030. And I'm like, how are you going to make that work? That's a mad project, man. That's a very heavy-duty project to get two of these things done, where you want to do Project 21 by 28 and then a new stadium by 30. It's tough.
I think the two things are not connected, though. So it's one of them ones where...
the stadium, obviously, the stadium's building doesn't affect
stuff like that. Yeah, because the budget for the stadium is going to be away from squad building. Do you know what I'm saying? So, and they're probably going to get private investors. You know how these things work.
Yeah,
that's gonna be a mad government swing.
And he also said, Traps. He also said that we expect the club to be in Europa League for the next 4 years.
No, he didn't say that. He said that he's budgeting with that expectation, because before the Glazers were budgeting with Champions League. And they were shooting too high. So when we missed the Champions League, now you've budgeted for argument's sake, say that you're going to get 100 million from Champions League, but you're only getting 25 million from Europa. So you shouldn't budget for something that's not a guarantee. So they said, we're going to budget on the lower end and we're going to shoot low. So even if we aim above, then do you know what I'm saying? We're living within our means, and that's what we need to do.
Yeah,
it's a sensible thing to do. I think with the stadium as well. Yeah, I just think that Man United fans are going on like, this historic stadium and this and the other. But listen, there's a lot of things. If you look around the world, there's a lot of stadiums that have been. People have moved stadiums. It's just Man United fans that seem to think that we don't need to do so. We don't need to do that, bro. Sometimes things come to an end. This stadium's been around for God knows how long. Yeah, it's not. Don't get me wrong. Looking at it when you go into the stadium and you have a look at it, I don't really see the issue with it.
It looks good on the outside, but the inside,
but the inside, cool, it's not up to date. But in the reality of it is, bruv, like, what's the history that these are really talking about, bruv? Like, football matches have been played.
Don't say that, man. Don't be on to you now,
man. No, but it's true though. It's like, bro, we've won football matches. We've had epic football matches, but there's been epic football matches at flipping Main Road. And then I mean, like, do you know what I'm saying? Like, this Main Road, Man City. I've literally
don't say Main Road. Say another stadium, man. Main Road.
No, but listen, they've come out. No, but let's be honest. They've come out of Main Road. Gone to Etihad and won bare trophies.
Even Wembley, bro. It's a new Wembley stadium.
Yeah, exactly. Wembley's new. Do you think any of these men care about Main Road anymore? They might have the memories, but they don't give a shit about Main Road. I don't think, we should really go back to Main Road. No one's gonna think that.
Right.
And that's the
problem.
The problem with fans. The problem with fans. You need to just do things and not listen to the fan base, because they'll get used to it. They're not going to stop coming because we moved.
West Ham got a new stadium. West Ham just won a European trophy in the new stadium. Do you know what I'm saying?
West Ham fans, though, they complain that they missed the bowling, though.
Yeah, but they can say that they miss it, yeah. But the reality is, it's not coming back, in it. So you can miss it all you want.
I hear that, man.
You can miss it all you want.
Miss that environment. They miss the hostility. They miss the fact that, like, we used to, like, have good games there.
Say, look what we was talking about the other earlier. Bro, there's that Euros tournament where they're talking about this stadium, that stadium. Old Trafford, this iconic stadium ain't involved because it's shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? How can Manchester United, the one that's this stadium that you don't love so much, not be involved in that? Because it's trash. It's beat down. It's derelict. Just get rid of it.
You know what it is?
Get rid of it. Build a new one.
I'll be honest with you, and obviously we'll get the man's opinion as well, man. But I feel like ultimately, I'll be blunt. They feel like they're gonna lose a lot of the hardcore fans if they go into that new stadium. And what it is, it's a lot of gatekeeping. It's gatekeeping, isn't it? Like
same man that went to FC United. How's that going?
That's what I'm saying. I'll be real with you. They don't want tourist fans. They don't want tourist fans. They don't want it to become a place where they don't recognize the club anymore. You know what they say? I don't recognize the club anymore. That's what it is.
Recognize?
Like, as in, like, yo, like they go there and they see, like, they don't have man them that.
They don't want too many foreigners there. But
so you're talking about the core fans.
Yeah, the core fans don't want. You know, they want the core fans still be there, innit? I think there's a gatekeeping of like what fans should be there and how it should be viewed at Old Trafford. And if you go to a bigger stadium, you'll see more tourist fans. You'll see more fans that don't get United and get the culture, and then they're gonna lose that. So that's why they don't want to leave necessarily Old Trafford. You feel me? Because they feel like they're gonna lose that. They're already losing that maybe right now. So that's where I think that's
you're not gonna see. You're definitely gonna see a lot of Manchester fans, fans from Manchester, should I say? Because the way they're gonna do the tier system, they'll make sure that, you know, selling 100,000 on a random week is very difficult. As great as you think it may be, to pack in another 30,000 in the stadium, it is not easy, bro. It is very, very difficult. And the operational side of it as well, for every week, sometimes 2 times a week, is very difficult. So they might price the tickets in a way where they are getting the local fans, you know, in a lot more. And he also said, in the interview that we're going to have to do the pricing based on systems where people have been coming to their games, or as he said, loyal customers. Yeah. So people who are season ticket holders who've been going to the majority of the games. So there'll be some sort of tier system.
He said go into the smaller games as well.
As well, yeah.
Go to the big games, which is smart.
Yeah.
The more you can afford to have a big difference between the high end and the low end. It makes sense. It makes sense.
But most definitely what they will do is they will move a lot of people into areas of the stadium where they are not happy with. For example, my seat, I love my seat.
Yeah, you're not getting that shit back in the new stadium. And if you do, you're going to have to pay double the money.
Way more. It's probably going to be 10, 15 grand exec seat, you know, for example, because they're going to box it off like Barcelona do, you know, in Camp Nou, behind the manager. It's a very premium executive seat. And that's what they're probably going to do, which is a lot of people are going to be upset about it. But just like anything, you just have to suck it up. That's it.
Yeah.
Hey, see Liverpool, yeah? Ain't Liverpool got something like if you live in certain postcodes, you get certain prices of tickets and that?
I don't know, you know. Maybe. I don't know.
There'll be someone in the chat that knows.
Yeah. But he did mention though. Yeah. Like a fan said, he did mention about the fans, and then there's other fans, you feel me? Like, as in he's trying to separate the two in it. So people that don't just give their ticket away in it. And obviously they're not maybe going into the stadium in it.
I think everyone needs to realize there is that what you probably need to look at is that what's Old Trafford at now? What's it 70,000?
79,
74, 73, 74.
Yeah, 73.
74,000.
Yeah.
So what they're gonna add another 26,000 onto there. Just know this: them 26,000 they're adding on there. Them tickets are not for you, man. Just remember that.
Yeah, I know.
Remember exactly. And also, there's gonna be more executive boxes, all these other things like the Tottenham Stadium, and same into the Arsenal one as well. At Arsenal, there's loads of what you call the corporate things where these businesses bring their clients and shit like that. These are not seats for everyone. Do you know what I mean? And at United, it's going to be like that. They're going to have their corporate seats. There's going to be a lot of them.
It's already like that. Right.
But what they're trying to
do, but I know, but it's going to be even more so like that.
But it's all. But in the last 2-3 years, it's expanded. As Saeed, Saeed sits in the East Stand. That's where some of the hardcore, right opposite the Stretford, and it's a lot of the hardcore.
Yeah.
As Saeed, like majority of the section where he sits, all of that is all corporate now. So every corner of the stadium is corporate. My 2 pence into this. I called Manchester United to have a 100-seater stadium 10 years ago. I was telling people 10 years ago.
Yeah.
Right. I was like, there's no reason why Manchester United can't have a 10, you know what I mean?
100K stadium.
You know what? 100,000 seater stadium because of the amount of people who are on waiting list. Am I going to be sad at the memories? I've been going there since I was 11 years old. I'm going to be sad because the memories of all the most amazing things that I saw. But I think in life, change, you have to just get with the change. Do I think there was a way of Manchester United staying in that location, in that stadium? Yeah, the work should have been done 10 years ago, 15 years ago. That work to go and rebuild it, renovate it, doing it every summer, renovating every side of it, doing the proper work with it. I think that work could have been done. And I even think Manchester United for a season could have moved to another stadium somewhere, or played maybe somewhere, right? Somewhere in the north.
What? The Etihad?
Yeah, I mean, Manchester United.
That would never happen, man.
No, listen,
why not?
It happened though.
Why not?
It's already happened after the war.
It happened.
No, I'm talking about modern day time.
When Old Trafford got bombed, it happened. So
yeah, I get that.
And this is nothing new. But for me, the biggest thing is that for the memories, for those people who are now despondent, who are other than them people mocking them, people understand it means a lot. That's their church. Old Trafford is their church, right? Old Trafford is the place where they had some of their best memories in their lives or whatever. And some people, it means that much to them, right? So I don't like the people on socials who are mocking people who are devastated at the fact about that. But I personally,
but I get Nuruddin though. But you also have to understand that, like, a lot of it, we need change, bro. Like,
no. I just said to you, Saeed. Just said to you. I said to you, right? The only reason why you could not have done what you're doing now it's too late, because we know what we've been in every four corners of that stadium from inside to the outside, and it's crumbling. It's very difficult now. It's going to cost a lot of money to renovate, and you haven't got a place where Manchester United can play. Where now they're telling us they need the money, so they need the stadium revenues, right? So then, what's the point of sharing Man City, right? So what I'm saying to you, that work should have been done 15 years ago. 15 years ago, that work should have been added to it. Look what Liverpool have done. Liverpool have almost transformed Anfield, no word of a lie, into a modern stadium. And they've been chipping away in the last how many years?